Hi guys, my name is Masie and this is my assignment 3 of Foo2602, which means food practical 2. So I'll be doing 4-course meal and a cocktail. So for my first course, I'll be doing an easy cucumber canapé. So for my first step, I'll be cutting slices. These are all my ingredients. I'll be cutting small slices of cucumber. And now that I'm done chopping my cucumber, I'm gonna put it aside and I'm gonna chop some fresh dill. Now that I'm done, this is my finely chopped dill. I'm gonna take a half cup of cream cheese. Gonna take it and put it right here. I'm going to take my cream cheese. I'm gonna put it here. There's my cream cheese. After putting in my cream cheese, I'm gonna put in a quarter of a cup of fresh dill in here. After putting in fresh dill, I'm gonna take salt, a quarter of a spoon of salt, pour in a little bit of salt, pepper, and pour in a little bit of salt, and then we're gonna mix. My mixture looks like, and I'm gonna assemble everything. And now this is me assembling everything. I have my sauce, I have my paste, I have my cucumber, I have my crackers, and then just gonna cut it open. And I take crackers and put them there. The salted crackers. Just gonna show the finishing touches after, but now I'm just gonna show how I'm gonna be doing it. First things first, so I'm gonna put a cucumber on top. I'm gonna do it with the rest. Now that I'm done, this is how my plate looks like, and I'm just gonna garnish with a little bit of dill on top, and I'll be done. I'm done. This is my first meal and we have a lot more coming. And now that I'm done with my first course, the one thing that I'll be doing right now is my starter, and my starter is a pan-seared white fish and lemon dill sauce. So the first thing that I'll be doing is the fish. After the fish, I'm going to be doing the lemon dill after. The first thing that I'll be doing is to pour in the spices for the fish in here. So I'm going to pour in a half spice of paprika, I'm going to use a half a teaspoon of garlic salt, a quarter of a teaspoon of black pepper, a quarter of teaspoon of salt. Now that I'm done, these are my spices. I'm gonna mix them and I'm gonna spice the fish. So I'm gonna use this to spice the fish. And now that I'm done with my fish, this is how I spiced it. I didn't want to get my hands dirty, so I'm gonna take my half a cup of flour, all-purpose flour, and the first thing that I'm gonna do is to put in the fish. And now that I'm done with the fish, I'm gonna wrap everything up. Now the first thing that I'm gonna do, now that I have a non-stick a stick pan, I'm gonna put in a little bit of water. I'm gonna pour in 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And then I poured in 2 tablespoons of butter, and I'm gonna let it I'm gonna put in the fish one by one. And let it sit. I let it sit for 3 to 4 minutes on each side so that it can cook even on the inside. This is my final fish. This is how it looks like. And then I'm gonna slice fresh lemon wedges. And this is how it looks like. And the first thing I'm gonna do is to do my lemon dill sauce now. I'm gonna do the lemon dill sauce. So the first thing I'm gonna do is to cut freshly chopped dill. Now that I'm done with my dill, this is literally one chopped dill, then I'm gonna pour in 1 cup of sour cream. From the sour cream, this is literally sour cream, I'm gonna put in 1 cup. And then this is where I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put in 1 cup of sour cream here. And now that I'm done, this is my sour cream. From sour cream, this 1 cup of sour cream. I'm gonna put in 1 tablespoon of dill. And then I am going to squeeze freshly squeezed lemon. This is to prevent the seeds from coming out. That I'm done squeezing my lemon, I'm gonna pour in 2 tablespoons of lemon. Now that I'm done, I'm gonna put in a little bit of pepper and a little bit of salt. Gonna mix. And this is how my sauce looks like. Now that I'm done, I'm gonna wipe off everything, and then I'm gonna be back with the final piece. Now that I'm done, this is how my sauce looks like. This is how my dish looks like, which means at the end of the day, when I'm done with everything else, I'm gonna push it into 2 plates. This is what I've done so far. This is my first course. This is my starter, and this is my sauce. So with all these, I'm gonna be going into my main course and then my dessert. In addition to the pan-seared white fish and the lemon dill sauce, I'm gonna make side asparagus. So the first thing I'm gonna do is drizzle 2 tablespoons of olive oil on top, and then I'm gonna pour in salt and pepper to taste. And then I'm gonna toss it with my hands. Then now that I'm done with the asparagus, put in a little bit of salt and pepper just for tasting. I'm gonna put it in the oven for 10 to 15 minutes until it's nice and tender. Now that I'm done with my asparagus, 15 minutes later, this is how it looks like. Just took it out from the oven, and I'm just gonna take it and put it in my dish. And then once I'm ready to assemble, once I'm done with everything, I'm gonna put it in 2 dishes for 2 people. And now we are down to our last meal before the dessert, which is the main course. These are all the ingredients that I'm going to be using, and the first thing that I'm going to do is to roast my carrots, which are the vegetables that I'm going to be doing. So let's get on with that. Okay, and now I'm gonna do my carrots. I'm gonna cut them in torn shape, and let's get on with that. I'm gonna make sure they are 5 centimeters apart from each other, and I'm gonna use this knife. And the first thing that I'm gonna do is to hold my fingers like this, and then I'm gonna do it like this and turn. This is how my vegetable look like, and now I'm gonna make a replica of it to all these other ones. And then after I'm done, I'm gonna put in my carrots in here, and then two tablespoons of olive oil. And then salt and vinegar to taste. I just put in salt and pepper to taste, and then I'm gonna toss them. Tossing them. I'm gonna put them in the oven for 10 to 15 minutes until they are roasted and everything else, and then I'll be getting on to the next step after this. The next step for me now is to make garlic mashed potatoes. So I'm gonna peel off these potatoes. After I'm done, I'm gonna put them in the water and let them boil, and then after I'm gonna do my chicken breast. One down and then 4 more to go. Now that I'm done, I'm gonna cut my potatoes so that it could be easy for them to boil, and then I'm gonna put them in water, and then it's gonna boil. After it boils, I'm gonna make garlic mashed potatoes after that. Now that I'm done, I'm gonna put them in here in my pan. I'm gonna pour in water, and I'm gonna put it on the stove. I'm gonna turn on my stove. I'm gonna put my potatoes plus minus 30 minutes. Go. And now we are on to our main focus, which is stuffed and rolled chicken breast. So I have got 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm just gonna put them right there. On my first step, I'm gonna slice the chicken breast open. They call this the butterfly chicken breast. So I am gonna cut them in the middle. I'm gonna do the same for the other ones. And now that I'm done with my chicken, I'm gonna season with salt and pepper. On each side. Now that I'm done with seasoning my chicken, I'm gonna take half a cup of goat cheese. I'm gonna crumble it. Then I'm gonna put in a quarter of the herbs, which for one, this is the first one, it's thyme. You can choose which ones to use. Second one is rosemary. And the third one is parsley. We're done with the filling that we're gonna put it in, and then I'm gonna put in a little bit of it on the chicken, and then we're gonna try and close the chicken, and we're gonna use the method that we used the last time we did stuffing deboned chicken. I'm gonna just close it like that. I'm gonna put in with this one again. Then with this one. And with this one. And now here comes the fun part. The fun part is tying all this. I had like so much fun last time when I did it with the deboned stuffed chicken. So I'm gonna like do it the same way, and I do like the first one, and then the rest of them I'll do them. I'm done with the first one. Just gonna turn it over and then I'm gonna do the rest. What I'm gonna do is pour in 2 tablespoons of oil. And then put in the chicken. And I'm gonna put this for 25 to 30 minutes in the oven until it's cooked through. Then another first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take 2